Hello, people. It's the 21st, I believe, of, let's see, what do we got? 22nd of June. Oh my. Oh my. So anyway, got to get a hold of the vet because it's the 22nd. Oscar really needs to be tested if she's pregnant or not. She was bred a couple weeks ago, or a week ago, and brought home, and she needs to be checked today. Worst case is Friday, but the sooner we find out she's not pregnant or pregnant, I hope she's pregnant. And she was bred with, I think Hessel. Yeah, Oscar was bred with Hessel, and Lucia was bred a little later, I guess. So she gets to be checked by the veterinarian. The 20. Oh boy. So she gets to be checked the 27th of this month. So yeah, we can do them both the 27th. The problem with that is it's kind of tight timing for Oscar, because if she's not pregnant, she'll be in heat and by the 22nd, and you want to get her butt over to the breeding farm, which is the Frisian Connection in North Door. Hopefully she's pregnant. Hopefully Oscar's pregnant. So we got to call the veterinarian, who's the veterinarian? Todd Sharda, Dr. Todd Sharda, veterinarian extraordinaire. So he does our horses. So what's the plan for today? A big roadblock I got is mounting the headers. The problem I'm having, as I'm sure you all remember, is I got an interference with the between the header and the, oh my, I gotta get this cord over here. Oh my, it's so low to the ground. Let's turn that light on, watch. Boom. I lit it up like fireworks. As I showed you before, it interferes with this thing over here. Shoot. This here. Can you see it? Let me put it up here. This thing, where's my finger? There's my finger. This thing right here. So, I'm thinking if I move the interfering, it's difficult to move that, obviously. You can't move that. That's part and parcel of the body itself. So it hits right here. If it moves a 1/4 inch away, I'm golden. So what I intend on doing is taking this torch over here, talking like Susan Samples over here. Susan Samples reporting for TV8. If I fire this bad boy up, I got a rosebud on the end of this thing. I cleared out the holes. Anyway, the holes are clean. I did fire it up, test fire, and it works wonderfully. Tanks are full, acetylene and oxygen. And you use about 50-50. I said about. So what you do, a lot of people don't know this, but this high pressure bad boy here has got 4,000 PSI on there. So every square inch is 4,000 pounds. So if you multiply that by 4,000, 8,000, 12,000, 16,000, just in this little area right here, 16,000 PSI. Wow. And then you multiply it through the whole thing. This is a bomb. That's a bomb. So, a lot of maintenance people don't know this. But this seal here, you don't want to depend on just the seal. You want to depend on the back structure of this valve too. So when it's closed, it seals it off tightly on the bottom. When it's open, You got to open it the whole way up, people, the whole way, because then it seals all the way in the open position too. Otherwise, you get leakage through there. I know that for a fact for super big time high pressures, like oxygen, with the acetylene, I'm not 100% sure because it's really low pressure. It's only like, I'm going to think about 200, 250 pounds. So that's not really that necessary, but I open it all the way. Seal it open and seal it closed. Little Michael Holmes safety discussion there. I'm sure he'd appreciate that. Next, so I plan on moving this pipe in by, looks like about a 3/8 of an inch. So 2/8, obviously 2/8 is a quarter, right? 3/8 is 1/8 of an inch more than a quarter. So if I can move it really, really, really close to this tube here, I think I'm golden. However, headers are designed to be tuned very critically so that they have equal amounts of back pressure. And back pressure is not desirable. So when they weld this, they grind, here you can see this, they grind the seam as much as possible so that you're not getting any resistance as it's flying. See that right here? So they weld and grind it. So when it flies, the air flies into there, you're getting minimal resistance to get that air out of that block ASAP. Wow. And if you really, you're not going to be able to see it. Anyway, I wanted to show you something else, but this right here, they integrate the oxygen sensors into the pipe itself. That's kind of cool. So 4 into 1, 8 into 2. It's a V8. So somebody just texted me, I think it's Kathy, let me take a look. She said okay, because I didn't contact the vet. I'll go inside right now. What time is it, by the way? It's 9:12 in the morning. It's late already. But I can work into the early evening, and I can enjoy the rest of the evening as it gets down. But so that's what I'm going to do. How am I going to bend this thing this way, you say? Well, I'm going to heat it right here, all the way around. All the way around. Can you see that? All the way around. And also heat it right here. But this is going to be a patch about this big right here. And then I take this pry bar over here and lightly put pressure on it, right here. Lightly put pressure on it so it moves down. You know what? I might just put a bend in this thing, so I'm pushing it like down like this. A little bit more. I can't really see it. Pushing it this way instead of this way too much. But once I get past a certain point, it's just going to push down. Everything is fine as long as this point right here goes in a 1/4 inch plus a little dinky bit. If I need a little dinky bit, I heat this whole area right here up. Nice and cherry red. And gently tap this thing in. Will it affect the volume flow? Of course. If you have anything obstructing your flow, it's going to obstruct a little bit at some resistance. However, by knocking this in slightly, the resistance will be nice and smooth. So it'll be very, very minimal, if anything. I don't think it will be any much. Here I go thinking again. So it's going to be super big time little. And then I want to wrap this bad boy totally up tightly with heat tape. So as thick as I possibly can to keep the heat out of the engine bay. So that's my plan for today, people. I want to get these bad girls mounted, or at least fitted, so that it will fit into the Corvette engine bay. What's my setup here? So I got this 2x6 mounted up onto here. couple screws in here, and it's plenty strong, pushing it. And then I have a stack of wood here. I just got to put a little bit more in here to give it some support, but it does flex down. So when I'm pushing down here, it will give it a backing. So that's the story for this morning. Oh, what time is it? It's a 10-minute long video. I got time yet. So what did I? Oh, you got let's check out the day. So like I said, it's 9:16. Man, I haven't been seeing Shauna at dawn lately, and Jude at noon, or Jude in the afternoon. Jude's pretty good at forecasting weathers. I mean, both of them are a lot better than the weatherman. So who needs a degree, right? The sun's right there, so you probably want to see my face here. Look at that. I didn't take a shower yet, but why not? Well, if you look, I got my booties on. My booties. My lovely, manly booties. Boots. Where'd that come from too, right? Man, I love the looks of that painted round pen. Wow. That's another thing I got to do. I want to put, at each joint, I want to put a 2x6 piece, maybe 12 inches long, and that will support it off the ground. Womanize. Cats again are rarely using this thing, so I don't have to mess with that. I do want to clean this area out, guys. Knock down all the. It's hard to see with this camera. It's a very forgiving camera. Knock all the dust and spider webs off and fix this up. I got this bridle rack I made years ago, but it's very, I want to put a piece of steel right here, a piece of brass here, just up a lip, maybe a lip here, here, and here. That'll hold these bridles in place. Yeah, they need to be replaced, the bridles themselves. This is a floor covering for the floor here, but I don't know when I'm going to do that, if I'll even do that. What's this thing doing open, huh? Let's see. So I want to get this thing cleaned up and easy to maintain, easy to get the spiders off, and easy to dust, because these harnesses are dusty, these saddles are dusty. Nobody's been riding these horses. Oh, look at the cat eat a bird in here. Hey, what you gonna do? What you gonna do? They kill a lot of mice too, so. So like I said, a lot of this stuff needs to be cleared out. And these wonderful little spiders, check them out. Hey, little fella, here you go. Hey, where you going, man? I'm trying to talk. Oh, there he goes. See him? Where you going? I'm trying to talk to you. Anyway, they gotta go. Awards won by Jen on our horses. So I want to clean that area up. So check out the day. By the way, it was supposed to storm all week and last night, but nothing. This is a beautiful day, guys. It's totally clear. Totally. Sun's out. And, oh, I did clean the stalls. Let's take a look at the stalls. Come on. This is Oscar's stall. Clean. Rubber matting on the bottom. I know I said this before, but some people don't watch my videos. And Lucia's. This one here was Hopper's. Hopper Grimton Haaf was here. I haven't cleaned it since he left. Sentimental. And just some spare hay bales so that the girls, if I'm gone, they can just go ahead and get it out of there instead of walking up the scary haunted, what do you call it? Hay mound. Well, it is scary up there. No, it's not. It's nice. So anyway, the beautiful day again. Get back to that. Horses are out. And I thought I turned the fence on, but it doesn't sound like I did, which is okay. Trailers out there, and I have no idea where they're at. They're in there somewhere. Water buckets have been full. I got 2 water buckets there. See them? And my shed is getting overgrown with stuff. Oh, there's a, that's a blue jay. Here is the fire pit. And check this out, guys. See all these, here, fix this camera a little bit. See all these things here? These are round things. I don't know if you can really see it that good because they're green. there's like a million of them. So at night, what they are, they're walnuts. And they're only like that little. Why are they falling off? Unless those are the seeds. No, it doesn't make any sense. I mean, the whole ground's covered with them. And all night long you hear them falling off and smacking the branches below it. Gives you a really weird sense of insecurity. One just dropped. But I don't see any up there now. So I don't know what the deal is. I'll have to brush up on it a little bit. Yeah, I get a kick out of that shed. It's just getting totally overgrown. I'm just going to start trimming those things back. The foliage. And this one here is a vine. A very aggressive vine. It's not your normal vine. When I say normal, you know, just climbing up a tree and strangling it and being grapes. But now I look here, they look like they are grapes, see them? But the whole thing was dead. I mean, totally dead. I thought it wasn't gonna come up again, but it was totally dead. And I thought, hey, that was it. But man, it just got a hold of the building, OSB, and you can't pull it off. I like the looks of it, but I really don't like this type, because look how thick these branches are. Right here, check it out. And that's all new stuff. I don't know. There's my beautiful windows. Wax on, wax off. There's the other window. You can't even see it because this silly elm tree. And elm doesn't do good in Michigan for some reason. It'll jump up out of the ground. There's another one right here. So I got two. Another one back here. They're hugging the, well, obviously they're hugging it because I mow everything else around there. They're hugging the building. And there's another one over there. So there's 4 elms growing. I still don't see the horses. Typically you look into the woods long enough, oh, they're by the apple tree, way on the other side. Those apples are like this big around. I really don't care if they eat the bottom ones. The top ones will grow full, and then when they drop, the heads, the hinders will eat them off the ground. Hinders is Fries, here another lesson for you. The Fries name for horses, and paard, maybe Wim Kazmaier can tell me, correct me. Wim. He's such a jerk to me. No. Yeah, we get along good. It's when we do see each other. He owns a farm in Ohio, I think it is. Can't tell you the name anymore. And he's the trainer slash breeder slash yada yada. Anyway, he trained Oscar, but I lost my train of thought. Anyway, look at that fat guy walking toward the thing. So I thought I'd show you the day and what I'd like to do with this tack room. Tried sleeping upstairs here once. Go up the stairs and up there, and did that with the young girls, my daughters, years ago. And the horses made so much noise, kicking against the stalls and the snorting and coughing. So put that to an end quickly. That didn't work. But, so that's my plan for today, guys. And next video I'll show you as how I did with that. A little nervous. How I did with that, and tell you what other things that Zane has got slated for me. He's ordered a bunch of stuff, and I got another batch of stuff he's ordering. And then I still have to, oh mama, I still have to order the, the radiator. So that's my day for today, guys. We'll get back and talk about my progress, and hopefully I got something good to, Casey Sirik said he was coming over tonight, so after work or something like that. So we'll see what happens. And we'll have a nice conversation. I really didn't talk much about that Mopar run. We met in Ada, something like that. at some church, and there was like 12 cars, Mopars, really cool. And Raj Brands was there with his 71 Cuda, which he changed into a convertible. And then Brian Key was there with his 75 318 Duster with a cam. So it runs really cool. Boop, boop, boop. Don't ask me to make that sound again. Anyway, it was about a 160-mile run. I forget what the event was for, what the charity was. And I had a really good time. It was all over the Pewamo by Lance, just north of Lansing a little ways. And then Greenville, you know, so that strip from Greenville to Pewamo. And then ended up in Rockford, had some ice cream, and headed home. So that's it for this fireside chat. I'll post this one and give you the update on how it all went. So again, there's the torch. I'm waiting. It's so cool in this barn. Outside it is blazing hot. So that's why I got the doors closed and I got this fan blowing just to keep the air moving. And Tony's got a air conditioner, window air conditioner that he hasn't used in 3 years. So I'm going to tell him I'm going to hijack that and probably put it in this window right here. After I get these boards out of there. And in that window right there, behind those boards, white boards. Wait, there, not there. There. So, okay guys, have a good morning. I'm going to go inside, take my boots off, and see if Kathy got the veterinarian called. And call it a day. See you guys. I'll be back.